All right, I need to start this process. I'm gonna get my silicone mat out. I feel like should I start over? Because I didn't have all my stuff out.
No, just do it. Just keep
All
going.
right.
Hello. What's your favorite dessert? Lil popsicle.
This is so chaotic. I cannot.
What's your favorite
Are
dessert?
you gonna be holding it now?
Well, no, but like, you know, I think it's more interesting to not have pointed at a blank space.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Everyone's going off in the chat. What's your favorite dessert?
Everyone, all like one person. Okay, I'm gonna.
Creme brulee is mine.
This is not the purpose of what I
All right,
wanted to
I'll
do.
let you do your thing. I'll put this back.
Oh my gosh. You're crazy.
You know when someone says their favorite dessert?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hopefully you can see me. I don't know if you can see me. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put flour on this, and I'm using like a silicone mat because it doesn't stick. When you roll out dough, using silicone or parchment paper or even like plastic wrap is super helpful. I used plastic wrap yesterday, great to just like roll up and throw away, but just for the sake of just effort, it was way easier today to use the silicone mat. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it out. Like this is it's such a satisfying thing to do, like rolling out dough and like cutting out like the cookies. It just is so satisfying. It's awesome. Oh, this is good dough too. Look at that. It's just so smooth. No crumbling. Like it's just smooth. It's amazing. This is like my favorite thing in my spare time is bake. But if you watch any of my content, you know that already. I feel like every video I post baking something because it's just my favorite stress reliever. Like it's just my favorite thing to do. It's just the best. Okay. Okay, this looks about good. It's like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch wide, or maybe a little bit less than that. Go ahead, I'm gonna get out my cookie sheet with a silicone mat on it and have it ready for my cookies when I'm ready to put them on. And I'm going to be using these 3 cookie cutters. They're so cute. They're so cute. This one's like a little sweater, this one's a hat, and this one's a wreath. And I'm just going to start cutting them out. I'm going to shift my view here. To answer your question, I'm making some cutout like Christmas cookies. This is what they look like when they're done. This is what like my first batch was. And then I'm cutting out some more right now. And this is my first ever live stream. I've never live streamed before. So I appreciate the patience. I'll get better over time. But I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting these out. Looks so nice, I love it. It's just like the most therapeutic thing ever. I've been doing this specifically like cut out sugar cookies. I've been doing them since I was really little because my mom always did them with us at Christmas time, and it was really fun to do them. And then I got into decorating them like with royal icing, which is like it's hard on the top, so you can do like icings and stuff. I did a video last year of the whole process of the recipes and everything I used to bake and decorate Christmas cookies. So if you want to check that out, if you're curious, this is a little bit too chaotic for you. That's totally understandable. I would maybe feel that way too. But if you want to check out like the details and if you want instructions, definitely check that video out. But just for the sake of the live stream, I figured I'm already doing this. Might as well just live stream it. Why not? These are going to be so cute. I'm so excited to decorate these. Got this cookie cutter today. It's so adorable. I just love it. I love the sweater cookies. They're just so cute. Alright, and then I'm gonna roll the dough up. Ooh, it's getting hot right here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this up because this dough is kind of getting hot. I think it's the stove top is getting a little warm, so it's starting to make the dough a little bit warm and melting some of the ingredients in there. So I'm gonna roll it out a little bit farther away from that. Old stove, really old stove. One day maybe I'll get a fancy one, but it even like bakes things the wrong way. I've had to learn how to work with it. The trick to cut out cookies, the trick to making them like not, what's the word I'm looking for? Like melt over and mound where they bake straight up, if you know what I mean, is putting them in the freezer. So I'm gonna put these in the freezer for like 10 minutes. And while I'm waiting on them to freeze, I'm going to cut out some more. And it's going to be just kind of that process rotated for however much dough I have. Only got enough dough for like a cup more. So I'm gonna do a wreath. So cool. This is gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh. If you can see it, it's like the bow is gonna be up here. Greenery. It's gonna be so fun to decorate that one. I'm so excited. All right, we're gonna do our last cookie and then we're going to move over into decorating, which is more fun, in my opinion. I'm gonna throw this dough away, sadly. Go ahead and clean up. Gosh, I have all this dough. Shoot. Ugh. Alright, I'm just gonna roll out some parchment paper and we're gonna do this last bit. That is so fun. Okay, putting the flour on. gosh, this is so much more dough. I'm gonna pop these in the freezer and I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Alright. We're gonna bake those for probably like 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer. And then we'll check on them after the timer goes off. It's kind of like, could be a little bit much, the process of this, but once you get into a little rhythm with it, it's really easy, honestly. And it's so satisfying, just like cut out this, and they're so cute. They're gonna be so cute. Shoot. One more cookie out of this batch. Of this one. If you make sugar cookies too thin, they have like chewiness to them. So like, I don't know if you've ever eaten a cookie before. It's like really, really, really crisp, and sometimes that's nice. But other times, especially with like sugar cookies, I love a little like chew to them. And so the key with that, two things, it's making sure that the cookie itself is thick. Like this is a really good thickness, and then once they are baked, you kind of pull them out of the oven when they look just a little bit underdone, because they'll continue baking for another minute or so. And then when they do dry and cool completely, there's a little bit of a chewiness in the middle. So that's a key. That's a hack. All right, this dough, I'm just gonna go ahead and discard it. I'm sad. I'm gonna try it now. That's so good. I'm gonna throw this away. area is all clean. And now I'm gonna get out my cookie decorating stuff. So these will go on the pan when there's one available. And then these are some that I've already made. I made these yesterday. We've got like a cute little present. That's one. And then a sweater. Doesn't really look like a sweater right now, but it will in a little bit. And then a stocking. So those are already done and they're cooled off completely. And I did some flooding, which is like this kind of icing already, because you want a baseline, and then I'm gonna go over with like a thicker icing to make details come out. I'll show you what I mean. So I've got these. Let's see how I want to do this. I think I'll just do it on parchment paper again. Right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move this down a little bit. I'm gonna switch this so you guys can see like exactly what I'm doing down here. I've got so much stuff. I've got my icing tips, my piping bags, and my royal icing that I made earlier. And then I've got all of my cooled cookies. And I'm going to go ahead and load my icing bag, choose a piping tip that makes sense for what I want to do. And our timer just went off, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the cookies. They look really good. I think they're ready to come out. Cookies we just put in, they're looking really nice, and I'm gonna let them cool on a cooling rack over here. All right, here we go. We're going over. Here's the cooling rack, and I'm gonna put you down here so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and transfer all of these immediately to the cooling rack. And the reason why is because if you leave them on the cookie sheet for too long, the cookie sheet is still super hot. So they're going to keep baking if you don't take them off, and they'll overcook potentially on the bottom. So I want to transfer them really, really soon after I bake them where I want them to be. And now we've got these awesome cookies cooling. I'm going to take this back over to the stove. Let's go. Here's our hot pan. Transfer all of these wreaths. I'm going to switch the camera real quick. Alright, you can see what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to take this pan. I'm going to take out these, which have already been in the freezer a decent amount. Put them in. timer for 7 minutes. And then put these in here to freeze. Okay. Sweet. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into the decorating part. Oops. So I'm gonna grab one of my decorating bags, and I need to find what my vision is a cable knit sweater, and I did this last year, and it was really, really cute. I really liked how it came out, but I need to find a really fine tip for this. So, let's see. Do this one. It's not too small, but looks like it'll be just right. Okay. Alright, I was looking for scissors. Alright. Cut this off. Every tip needs to come with these two things. And you need to use these two things with them. You can usually buy them separately. I got mine on like Amazon in a big pack, but you put this first, and then it allows there to not be any like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like leaking, I guess. And you put this on top like this, and then you screw it on like this, and this keeps it stable. And I think the real reason these things are awesome is because whenever you want to change your tip, all you have to do is take this top part off and change out the tip to a different one. So you can still use the same color if you want, but you don't have to like replace the whole bag and take the tip out from inside and all of that stuff. So it's really easy. And then another hack that someone taught me was using a cup. Put in my bag of icing here. That. And it's so heavy too. All right. I'm just gonna do a little bit, but because the cable knit sweater is white, I don't have to color this icing, which is awesome. And I'm just gonna use a little bit because I don't know how much I'll need. All right. So when I'm not using this big bowl, I always want to keep it covered. These are damp paper towels, and what that does is it keeps it from hardening. Royal icing is meant to harden on the cookie, and so if you're leaving it in a bowl and you leave it sitting out without covering, it will start to harden before you want it to. So you want to make sure that it's covered completely and a little bit damp so that it keeps that moisture in. So I'm going to move that just over here, I guess. Let me get some water. All right. Got our icing. It's looking really nice. And then I'm going to do the cable knit design. It's the first time I've done it this year, so I don't know how it'll turn out. We'll see. But I'm going to use a little rubber band to tie around that. Or this little tie, this thread tie thing. I'm just going to use this. This keeps it from going out the other end when you're pushing on it. Okay. I'm going to lower the camera so you guys can see. All one of you. This is still fun though. I'm still having a good time. Right, I'm going to flip this around. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick since I'll be touching the cookie. I guess he went down. Babe. That's awesome. Okay. All right, let's do it. My super basic, simple sweater cookies here. And to do the cable knit design, what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to do kind of like back and forth, like a swirl kind of thing, like this. Okay? And then I'm going to do just the opposite direction. This kind of gives like the illusion of a cable knit sweater. It looks really cool when it all comes out. Alright, do more. I'm going to leave enough space in between for a line down between each one, because I want, when you have a normal cable knit sweater, you have kind of that like texture there. So, okay, it's my first one. Doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look horrible. So it's a win to me. All right, let's do a line on each. Sorry for all the sniffing too. I'm recovering from a cold. Trying to be sanitary. Okay. There it is, the little cable knit sweater. Looks kind of cute. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a design, or I'm gonna do a little like edge around. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay. Again, not incredibly professional looking, but not horrible. And there goes our timer for the next batch of cookies. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those. I cannot. I am having a hard time. First live stream, guys. See? They look pretty good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and transfer these onto the rack. See, I think you can. My Christmas trees in the back. It's so cozy. I did all of my Christmas decorating this past week. We did, / I did. And I filmed it all, so I actually have a vlog going out on, I think, Monday. I need to double check, but I'm excited. I wanna have content. It's like, one of my goals for this year is wanting to make more videos on my channel, like long form. So hopefully live streams will help me to accomplish that goal. Looks like I'm gonna need another cooking pulling rack. So I'm gonna do that. Awesome. These will be cooling. Cool. Right. I'm gonna go back to the cable knit sweater. And actually, after thinking about it and looking at the one we did, it looks a little bit too thick to me. I think I need to pick a little bit thinner of an icing tip, just to really give it that detail that I. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch these out and try another one, and we will see. It looks a little bit better. And that one's really small. This one's small. like a tiny bit smaller. Not by that much, but a little bit smaller. And then I'm gonna do one that looks different. All right, again, I'm gonna do this. Okay, this. All right, now I'm gonna do my perimeter outline, and then we'll kind of investigate if this icing tip is better than the other one. I did that super fast. Should have done it a little bit cleaner, but I do think that there is a difference. Like, you can tell between these two. Like, it's not that big of a difference. This one's the bigger tip and this one's the smaller one. So there's like a little bit more detail in these. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these. Thank you for watching my little live stream. I really appreciate it. And I hope this was relaxing and cozy. And I will probably post pictures of all of them when I'm done with them. So if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok or any of those other platforms, let me know. Or go ahead and follow me. Don't let me know. You can if you want to, but go ahead and follow me on those already so you can see the outcome. But yeah, wish me luck. We're going to keep going, and I have to go somewhere soon. So I'm just going to wrap this up, and I will check back in later. Bye.